What's up, my dear boys and girls, it's your Ranger Boy here, and just like last year in 2021, there was a popularity poll in Japan hosted by the Japanese media site called NLab Media, and they asked one question: who is your favorite heroine in the Pokemon anime? This time over 4,000 people took part in this poll, but only within a 1 week period instead of the usual 2, and the results and especially the changes in rankings among the girls are mind-blowing. If you want to know exactly how last year's voting went, then you can check out my video about it. But with that out of the way, if you want to know more, if you want to know my opinion, then grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's do this. This time we have 11 placements, so the person who is now at place 11 and therefore out of the top 10 is Bonnie with 46 votes, which equals 1.1%. Not really surprising that Bonnie this time fell out of the top 10, since even last time she wasn't really a fan favorite either. She seems to be a bit more popular in the West, but in Japan she doesn't seem to get any recognition at all. Mainly because of her serving as the max type of role, even though I think overall she has been handled much better. Could her upcoming return have boosted her overall rankings? Maybe, but sadly, as it stands, Bonnie is dead last. At number 10, we have Iris with 77 votes, which equals 1.9%. We already arrive at a shocker of a placement, with Iris being demoted to the last place within the actual poll. And to be honest, I'm really surprised about this one. She had a return in Pokemon Journeys, which in my honest opinion was one of the best returns in Pokemon Journeys and was very well received by the fandom. And it really improved Iris's overall reputation as a whole. Well, at least that's what I thought. But apparently Japan didn't see it that way, and I guess the everlasting negative impact that was Black and White still is haunting her till this very day. What a shame. But I still love you, Iris. At number 9, we have Marlow with 86 votes, which equals 2.1%. Last year's number 9 is also this year's number 9, and just ouch. At this point, it still hurts to see one of my all-time favorite characters being this overlooked and underappreciated. She might probably had one of the most emotional moments in all of the anime, but let's be brutally honest here. In terms of character progression, she got overshadowed by both Lana and Lily, and her overall story and development just hasn't been executed that well. And I'm saying that as a Marlow fan myself. So till this day, my favorite Alolan girl is the least favorite Alolan girl. Number 8. Koharu with 2.4% of the poll. Well, this one right here seems to be very shocking to many fans, but to me personally, this wasn't shocking at all. I knew from the very beginning that doing a long-term storytelling approach with Koharu is like a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it gives her more time to properly develop as a character, but on the other hand, there is a risk of Koharu falling out of favor with many fans who either can't see or just can't wait and therefore don't really care about her long-spanning character arc. And this placement really reflects on the latter mentality. It's a shame because Koharu, in my opinion, is a fantastic character, but sadly, not many people see it that way. Number 7 is Lana with 109 votes, which equals 2.7%. The spiritual sister of Marlow seems to imitate her by not changing her rankings at all. And just like the last poll, I think that Lana's ranking really suits her overall reputation in the community. She is recognized enough to be considered a good character, but she was just missing that special it factor to really rise in popularity. I really liked Lana because of her very well executed development and diversity in character, be it either serious or as a comedic relief, but I can't really say much about this result because I totally agree with it. At number 6, we have a debut. It's Jessie with 126 votes. So we arrive at the brand new placement in this recently held popularity poll, and it's Jessie. To be frank, not only myself but also many of you guys in the comments were really surprised that Jessie wasn't even considered in this voting, since she was, and still is, one of the more established characters in the anime franchise. But no need to worry because she is finally here. I can't really say much about Jessie, so I will make it short. Great and really entertaining character in combination with Team Rocket, with her rather hot-headed and sometimes snarky personality. And even though she's not my favorite Team Rocket member because that belongs to James, I'm still very happy that she got the spot that she deserves. Now we are in the top 5 territory, and it's Misty. And so far, this is one of the hardest falls from grace I have seen, with the most iconic character, the first girl ever, Misty. Last year she was in the top 3, and even though she didn't come even close within punching distance to the top 2 girls, she at least was standing atop the podium thanks to her already mentioned iconic status within the community, combined with her feisty and tomboy personality. But what in my opinion happened here is that sadly, nostalgia doesn't last forever, and neither did her boost in relevance thanks to Gen 7. As a result of that, many newer fans don't really know Misty or don't really care about her, and thanks to that, she dropped out of the top 3. It's a shame, but in hindsight, this is just the natural result. At number 4, we have May with 279 votes, which equals 6.9%. Now we have the very first time that a character actually ranked up within the votings, and it's May. But sadly, I think May ranking up is not necessarily a result of her getting more popular, but more so it's because of Misty's downgrade, and therefore May used that as an advanced opportunity, haha, to rank up. One of my all-time favorites, and I personally always preferred her over the Gen 1 original. So this right here still makes me very happy. I love May with her enthusiasm, love for exploration, and kind and gentle personality. But what is once again holding her back is the fact that she is now the PokeGirl with the longest amount of absence within the anime franchise, now being gone for over 13 years. But despite being gone for over a decade, the fact that she holds up so well even till this day is a very impressive feat. She really can be proud of having such a loyal fanbase behind her, backing her up even after all these years, including myself. Love you, May. Now it's time to look closer at the podium, at the top 3. And at number 3 we have Lily with 394 votes, which equals 9.7%. Oh my god, she did it. Lily is top 3, baby! But who is actually surprised here? She is considered as the most popular character in the entirety of Gen 7, no matter if game or anime. Great character progression, a combination of cuteness and determination, really engaging story arcs, no matter if it's her Pokemon phobia, her mastery of the Z-Ring, her connection with Magina, or her quest to find her dad. Lily did it all and therefore left a huge and long-lasting impression on the community. So huge that she was able to even dethrone the one and only Misty. But with that being said, she now is cursed with the 3rd place curse. She is among the most highest ranks, but just like Misty back then, she won't and might probably never will be even close to the top 2 PokeGirls. But still, really happy for her. Now, let's talk about number 1 and number 2, and for that, let me once again redirect you to last year's video. But to make it short, it was a very, very close race between the 2 top girls, Dawn and Serena. But what happened this year, in the year of 2022? Well, strap yourselves guys, this will blow your mind. At number 2 we have Dawn with 738 votes, which equals 18.3%. Like last year, a very dominant 2nd place, with place number 3 not even coming close. But number 1 of course is Serena with 1,879 votes, which amounts to 46.5%. What happened here? I will be blatantly honest. This right here is the result of everything that Pokemon Journeys has done to Dawn. But long, how is this result even possible? Dawn returned 3 times in Journey, so therefore her popularity should be boosted. With her being so close of beating Serena last year, she should now be on top. But she isn't. Instead of being the only one who can rival Serena in popularity, she now is closer to number 3 rather than number 1. And that is the result of the negative impact that the Dawn returns had for her overall reputation. The first return, they sacrificed showcase of character development and progression for the sake of Koharu's story, which I personally really liked. The second one was overshadowed by a rushed story, including a Deus Ex Machina ending, and the third one, as decent as that was also overshadowed by, first of all, the return of Brock, which they executed much better compared to Dawn when it comes to showing progression, and the fact that her third return was closed behind Amazon Prime. And I think because the third one was closed behind a paywall, that means that many Japanese fans only could judge the 2 other returns, and as a result of that, Dawn's popularity and standings within the Japanese fanbase drastically went down. So, in short, I'm really happy that Serena once again reigns supreme above anyone else, but I'm also very sad about Dawn's heavy fall from grace. Let's hope that this won't happen to Serena as well. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this rather really interesting video. What is your opinion? Tell me, just like always. See you guys in the comments down below. Bye guys!